Hi everybody, this is Fagun from Integration Lab, and I am here with another video on how you can automate your day-to-day life processes with automation tools like Pabbly Connect or Zapier, right? So let's start by the use case. So today's use case is that whenever someone submits a form with their email address, we want to give them a special coupon code or maybe some kind of ID to them, okay, like a maybe special ticket ID or something like that. Okay, so I will explain the whole logic of that thing using a feature recently launched by Pabbly team called variables. Now this was already possible, but you had to use some kind of Google Sheet or any other kind of database in between till now, but now you can do it by using variables feature inside Pabbly Connect. So let me show you what exactly I want to do. So I have a form already built in a platform called tally.so. Why I am using this particular platform? Because it's a free form builder and it also has a webhook feature. Okay, so this is the form where I am only collecting the email address. You can obviously connect extra things as well, right? And what I want to do is that whenever a form is basically submitted, I want to send the user an email like this where particular code should be given to them. Okay, maybe entry code or maybe coupon code or whatever you like to call it. Okay, so let's start. So in Pabbly Connect there will be two workflows. One is only to set up the variables and stuff, and another one with actual running workflow. Okay, so let's start by this. So this is a website, voucherify.io/generator, where you can enter how many coupon codes you want to generate. Let's say 500, and we want the length of it to, let's say, 7. Okay, here are the advanced settings. You can add those things as well, but I don't want to use that, so I will just click on the generate. Okay, now we have 7 character length of codes, 500 codes available. So you can just click on copy to clipboard here, then go to Pabbly Connect, create a new workflow. Don't choose anything as a trigger, and even you can turn this thing off at completely. We are not going to run this workflow at all in real life. Okay, then you need to go to text formatter action and select the action event as an extract pattern, right? Just paste your copied codes here. You can see I have pasted all the 500 codes, and then you have to use this regex pattern to, and make sure that your simple response turned off as well. So you will get the output as an array format instead of just comma separated values. Okay, so now you can see all the comma separated values are converted into a single array. Now in the next step, you need to use Pabbly Connect manager as the action, and action event will be create update custom variable. Okay, make sure you connect your account using your API key and stuff. I am not going to show my API key here, right? But yeah, the instructions will be there how you can get the API key and do the connection from there. Okay, so the variable I am going to name here is called codes. You can name it whatever you like, just make sure that you don't use any special characters in the name, okay, like underscore or dash or anything like that. Then let's click on save and send this request, and you can see the data is already entered into the variable. So if we go to settings here, and if we go to variables, and if we see here, so you can see that code has all this data now available. Okay, and after doing that, we also want to create one more variable to use it as a like a incremental counter kind of thing. Okay, I want to start with -1. That's why I'm using a custom variable instead of using a default counter inside number formatter action. Okay, so that is the reason I am using another variable as a code counter. Okay, so the name of the variable is codes counter. Variable data will be -1 when we were setting up the first workflow. Okay, so here will be the output. Okay, and then I am just going to check something here, that so currently it is -1 and the data is already added to codes. So I will just try to do like, what is the first item of the array, is it saved properly or not, right? So yeah, it looks like the data is saved correctly and we are able to access that array using that particular variable. Okay, so let's move to the second workflow now, which is the main logic. So here you can see I have captured the response from teleform, and you can do that by going to integrations, go to webhooks, and you can connect the Pabbly Connect webhook and capture the response. Okay, so I have already captured the response here, and in the number formatter I am using the codes counter variable. Now this is the way how you use the variable values inside Pabbly Connect workflow steps. Double curly braces, then the variable name, double curly braces, close, then comma, and 1 is for just this action, so I get the value as a 0. Then I am using array function action, which is basically get the value by arrays index. So now currently it is 0, and you can see here that it is giving me old one, but let me click on that once more, and we have this new value available, and then I have mapped it here, and now I will make this email address as a dynamic email address instead of a static one, because yeah, now my workflow is ready. So I will just click on save here. Okay, and since we have already used the 0, it will now start from the 1. So in array terminology, 1 is equal to second item of the array. Okay, so if we go to our variable and if we see this fpcors, okay, so let's go to the teleform which we have created, and let's try to enter an email. Let's say okay, I have some dummy email addresses here, so I will just click on that, and yeah, so it should deliver that email to my another email address. And we can also check, by the way, by going into the history of this particular workflow, and you can see all the steps has been executed properly. And if we go here, it gave us the same code one more time. Okay, so here is what the issue happened. Okay, we did not change the variable value. So what we need to do here in the second workflow is, let's go back to second workflow, and we just need to make sure that after increasing the value, we also have to update the value of the variable. Okay, so like here, Pabbly manager, here we go, create update. So I have now connected the Pabbly Connect manager, and I will do codes counter, and variable data will be the value given from here. Okay, sorry, my mistake. I don't need to include the double curly braces in here as per the instructions, and you can see it has now done it properly. So now I will go back to that teleform one more time. Let's refresh it. Here we go, click on submit. Let's go to the history of that workflow one more time. And you can see it has now given us the next possible value, right? So we can actually, let me move this here, and let's go back. Let's go to the form one more time. Let's enter this my own email address again, and if we click on here and go back here, let's wait, and here is my code. Okay, so here is my code, and if we go to variables, you can see that is the third code in the list, right? So yeah, this is how basically you do this whole thing, and this is how you deliver the codes to users without using Google Sheet in between as to read the data. Okay, and at the end you can maybe send the data to Google Sheet as well if you want, if you like. Okay, and I hope so that this video has helped you, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do that, and let me feel free to message me on Facebook or email me on my email addresses. I will leave all the details in the description in case you want me to set up all of your automations for you. Okay, until next video, bye bye, thank you.